Imagine holding a text that claims to reveal secrets from the dawn of humanity, secrets about angels, divine justice, and the cosmos itself. This is what the Book of Enoch offers. Once revered, later condemned, and eventually forgotten, this enigmatic scripture has intrigued scholars, theologians, and seekers of truth for centuries. Why was it excluded from most Bibles? What knowledge does it contain that could challenge our understanding of faith, history, and human purpose? In this video, we'll embark on a journey to uncover the profound mysteries of this ancient text, starting with its rediscovery and delving into the life of the man it's named after. The origins and rediscovery. The Book of Enoch wasn't always hidden. For centuries, it was cherished by early Jewish and Christian communities. Its influence can even be seen in the New Testament, where authors like Jude reference its prophecies. But by the 4th century, the book had vanished from mainstream religious texts, surviving only in a few scattered traditions. Why? The reasons are as mysterious as the text itself. Some claim its descriptions of angelic rebellion and forbidden knowledge were too controversial. Others suggest it posed theological challenges to early church leaders. Fast forward to 1773, when the Scottish traveller James Bruce stumbled upon copies of the Book of Enoch preserved in Ethiopia. These texts, written in Ge'ez, the ancient language of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, reignited global curiosity. How had this text survived here when it had disappeared from most of the world? Then came the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls in the mid-20th century. Among these ancient manuscripts, scholars found fragments of the Book of Enoch, written in Aramaic and dating back to the 2nd century BCE. This confirmed what many had suspected. The book was an integral part of early Jewish thought, predating much of the Bible as we know it. Its rediscovery raised profound questions. If this book was so significant to early believers, why was it left out of the canon? And what truths does it hold that modern readers should reconsider? Who was Enoch? To understand the Book of Enoch, we first need to understand its author, or at least its namesake. Enoch, a figure shrouded in mystery, is mentioned in the book of Genesis in just a few brief but striking verses. Enoch walked with God, then he was no more because God took him. Genesis 5:24. This phrase has intrigued believers for millennia. What does it mean to walk with God? And why was Enoch taken to heaven without experiencing death? These questions laid the foundation for the legends and writings that came to surround him. Enoch is said to have lived before the Great Flood, in a time when humanity was closer to its origins in Eden. As a descendant of Adam and ancestor of Noah, he bridges two worlds, the lost paradise and the judgment that would cleanse it. In the Book of Enoch, he is portrayed as a prophet and a scribe, chosen by God to witness divine mysteries and record them for future generations. Imagine living in a world filled with angelic beings, both good and evil, where divine revelations are part of daily life. This is the world Enoch navigated, a world that might seem fantastical, but according to the book, shaped the course of human history. The Dead Sea Scrolls and structure of the book, one of the most significant moments in biblical archaeology, was the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls in the caves of Qumran in the 1940s. Among these scrolls, fragments of the Book of Enoch were found, providing tangible evidence of its antiquity. These texts weren't hidden for no reason. They were protected by a group of Jewish sectarians who valued their sacred knowledge. The Book of Enoch itself is an anthology, a collection of 5 distinct sections, each offering a unique perspective on divine truth. 1. The Book of Watchers. This is the most famous section, recounting the fall of the Watchers, angels who rebelled against God by descending to earth, marrying human women and fathering the Nephilim, giants who corrupted the world. 2. The Book of Parables, a vision of judgment, justice, and the coming of the Son of Man, a messianic figure who will bring salvation. 3. The Astronomical Book. This fascinating section outlines the workings of the cosmos, describing celestial movements and heavenly laws in striking detail. 4. The Dream Visions, a symbolic retelling of history and prophecy, foreseeing events from the flood to the final judgment. 5. The Epistles of Enoch, a series of warnings and teachings addressed to Enoch's descendants, emphasizing the importance of righteousness and the certainty of divine justice. The structure of the book reflects its purpose, to reveal the hidden truths of both the physical and spiritual worlds. From the fall of angels to the workings of the universe, it invites readers into a realm where the divine and the human intersect in dramatic ways. Key themes and mysteries. What makes the Book of Enoch so captivating is its exploration of themes that resonate across time: rebellion, judgment, and redemption. The story of the Watchers is particularly striking. These angels, created to serve God, chose instead to follow their desires. They descended to earth, took human wives, and shared forbidden knowledge, teaching humanity the secrets of weaponry, magic, and astrology. This knowledge, while powerful, led to chaos and corruption, ultimately prompting God to send the flood. This narrative raises profound questions. Are there limits to the knowledge humanity should pursue? Can wisdom, when misused, lead to destruction rather than enlightenment? Another key theme is divine justice. The Book of Enoch describes in vivid detail the judgment awaiting both the Watchers and humanity, yet it also offers hope, pointing to a future where righteousness will prevail, and those who follow God will be rewarded. This is just the beginning of our journey into the Book of Enoch. In the next part, we'll delve deeper into the epistles of Enoch, the controversies surrounding the book's exclusion from the Bible, and its enduring message for modern readers. Stay tuned as we uncover even more of the mysteries hidden in this ancient text. The Epistles of Enoch. We arrive at its final section, the Epistles of Enoch. This part stands out for its practical and prophetic tone. Unlike earlier sections, which focus on cosmic events and angelic rebellion, the epistles are more grounded, offering moral teachings and warnings directly addressed to Enoch's descendants. The epistles reveal a striking balance of hope and warning. They speak of a time when justice will prevail, but only after a period of great turmoil. Enoch describes the fate of the wicked, whose actions will lead to suffering, contrasted with the rewards of the righteous, who remain faithful to God's will. In one particularly evocative passage, Enoch foresees a final judgment, where the wicked will be stripped of their power and peace will reign. This vision isn't merely a prediction, it's a call to action. Enoch urges his audience to live righteously, avoiding corruption and greed, knowing that every deed will ultimately be accounted for. This section also delves into the nature of sin, framing it not just as individual wrongdoing, but as something deeply entwined with the spiritual corruption introduced by the fallen angels. The Epistles of Enoch challenge us to reflect on the moral choices we make daily and how those choices echo in eternity. Controversies and exclusion. The story of the Book of Enoch is as much about what it reveals as it is about its absence from most religious canons. Despite its influence on early Jewish and Christian thought, the book was excluded from the Bible, a decision that has puzzled scholars for centuries. One reason often cited is its content. The Book of Enoch describes events and entities that some early church leaders found theologically challenging or even dangerous. For instance, its detailed accounts of the Watchers and their offspring, the Nephilim, were considered speculative and possibly misleading. Additionally, its vivid depiction of divine judgment and cosmic warfare may have been deemed too dramatic or apocalyptic for inclusion alongside more canonical texts. Some leaders feared it could incite unnecessary fear or distract believers from the core message of the gospel. Another factor was its association with certain Jewish sects such as the Essenes, who were considered fringe by mainstream Judaism and Christianity. Over time, these associations contributed to the book's marginalization. However, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved the Book of Enoch as part of its Bible, recognizing its spiritual and historical significance. This inclusion raises an intriguing question. Why did some traditions value the book so highly while others rejected it? The exclusion of the Book of Enoch reminds us that the formation of the biblical canon was a complex process influenced by theology, politics, and cultural context. Understanding these dynamics helps us appreciate the diversity of thought within early Christianity and Judaism. Why the Book of Enoch still matters. The Book of Enoch may be ancient, but its themes are timeless. Its warnings about the misuse of knowledge, the dangers of corruption, and the hope of divine justice resonate in every age, including our own. One of the most striking aspects of the book is its portrayal of humanity's interconnectedness with the spiritual realm. The Watcher's fall isn't just their story, it's humanity's story, showing how our choices can either align with God's will or lead to destruction. In an era where scientific and technological advancements often outpace ethical considerations, the Book of Enoch challenges us to consider the consequences of our actions. Are we using our knowledge to build a better world or to fuel greed and division? The book also offers a profound message of hope. Despite humanity's flaws and failures, it points to a future where justice and righteousness will triumph. This hope isn't passive. It calls us to live with integrity and purpose, trusting that our efforts, however small, contribute to a greater plan. Modern reflections on ancient mysteries. One reason the Book of Enoch continues to captivate modern audiences is its mystery. The vivid imagery of angelic rebellions, cosmic visions, and prophetic warnings invites us to imagine a world where the boundaries between heaven and earth blur. But beyond the intrigue lies a deeper truth. The Book of Enoch is a mirror, reflecting humanity's eternal questions. Why are we here? What is our purpose? How should we live? For believers, the book offers a reminder of God's sovereignty and the importance of faithfulness. For skeptics, it provides a glimpse into the spiritual imagination of ancient cultures, challenging us to think beyond the material world. The Book of Enoch is more than an ancient text. It's a testament to the human longing for understanding, justice, and connection with the divine. Its rediscovery has reignited questions that have echoed through the ages, reminding us that the search for truth is never finished. As we close this exploration, let's remember the lessons Enoch sought to impart: to live righteously, to seek wisdom, and to trust in a God who governs the universe with justice and mercy. If this journey into the lost knowledge of Enoch has sparked your curiosity, there's so much more to explore. Whether you see it as sacred scripture or ancient literature, the Book of Enoch invites you to reflect on the mysteries of life and faith in a way few other texts can.